So here on the 36 Plymouth, I'm upgrading the suspension. Somebody did a nice job on this. Whoever integrated this pieces actually did a really nice job. But it's starting to show its age. The springs are jacked and the shocks leaking fluid. Here they are here. If you can see, this top one is bent and it ain't supposed to be like that. And these old shocks are leaking fluid. They just don't act like shocks anymore. They're not really doing anything. The shock is supposed to control the spring, and it's not doing anything. You can push down on it, and the shaft does not come up. It just sits there. It's junk. So we're upgrading for two reasons. The ride height is actually too low, which pains me to say it, but the grill shell was way too close to the ground, and the front tires couldn't turn. They were hitting the wheel openings, so we needed to go up. I'm trying to get away with just going up an inch. So I opted to do coilover shocks. I got this set from Speedway. So before you order these things, they're going to ask you the weight of the car and the weight of the motor and transmission. So I googled the weight of a small block Chevy with a Turbo 400. Then I googled the weight of a 36 Plymouth four-door sedan, and 2/3 of that number plus the small block Chevy and shock amount combined together will give you the spring rate that you're going to need, at least to start with. I got lucky. These coils are kind of landed in the middle of spring rates, so I can go up a few notches or down a few notches. I'll know more once I drive the car for a test run. So I got this side installed. I cut out the lower control arm, made way for the coil to go in, while the old coilover system. I used the old shock mount bolt holes that worked out beautifully. As you can see, I spun up the adjuster a little bit with the spanner wrench. You can just barely see it in there, but spanner wrench sits in there right in these dimples. You just turn it. I went up about 1/3 the way. It might be too far. I'm hoping not to go up that far, but I'll get the other side installed and put the car on the ground and see if the grill shell is higher, which it should be. And I cut out the cup at the top of the suspension, made a couple ears. I have some mock-up spacers in here just to hold everything square.